as obviously Thursday things were going well, coming off a big win, and it's been pretty tough since then. What has changed in the last 5-6 days that you're sitting here where you are right now?
I mean, I really can't point to anything specific. We just got to be better at the end of the day. Just didn't have it the past two games. Letting teams score too easy. So, you know, to finish the season, we just got to step up and take it personal. Come up big and make plays. That's all we can really do.
I just go off what he said. We just gotta do better. We just gotta get the job done. Right now, we're not getting the job done. Teams out playing us, playing harder than us, things like that. We just gotta refocus, get ourselves together. And
How does something like that happen? You guys have played at such a high level, and you know, you've gritted out games and you've had some games. How does something like that happen at this part of the season?
I can't just point at one thing.
There's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah, facts. We just gotta just stay together, come together even stronger in times like this, especially when we down to two bad losses back to back. Well, just come back together and figure it out.
Do you guys feel like, and both of the last two games, you know, especially on Sunday, you're in a position to play for league titles still at that point, and it's a little different now, and this wasn't quite that, but you still want to play well to end your regular season. Did you all feel like you came out with the proper urgency, kind of given the moment at hand, and what was at stake for you guys?
No.
I don't agree, nah, not at all. We ain't come out aggressive like we should.
Is there anything you can attribute that to? I know you got a compacted schedule, you're playing a lot of games, but I'm sure you don't want to just attribute it to that. Like, has practice been going the way you want it to? Just what's the prep been like for these games that you think has led to those kind of slower starts?
Yeah, a lot of these past few games have been one-day prep, so, you know, we're coming in one day before the game, going through a lot of actions and stuff, trying to guard the other team's actions, working on our offense, obviously, how they're gonna guard us. So yeah, I mean, it's a long season. There's a lot, as you guys know, there's a lot of seasons within a season. So I think the biggest thing for us is just how are we gonna respond when our back's against the wall, like it is right now.
This is a team that has gone through a lot of adversity, and it seemed like you guys faced a lot of adversity in this game, whether it was, you know, losing Kyle, not trying to bounce back with offense, but then, I mean, was there a point in that second half where you realized that, I guess, there were, like, maybe there was too much adversity to face, or what kind of happened there late? Was it, like, was there a point where it seemed kind of too much, or were you guys kind of, was there that point for you guys or no?
I don't think so. I mean, every time we trying to go on a run, they were seeing some tough shots, so we gotta give credit to them also. They made a lot of shots, but we just couldn't get it done tonight. It wasn't like one thing we just point out that happened in the second half. Like, we were still trying to fight, get that lead back, but just every time we try to go on a run, they respond.
Justin, Chief, you heard last year, you answered this question. You guys kind of went through a similar thing last year, in the year where things kind of fell apart. And obviously you guys were able to make a run and get to the tournament. But do you see some similarities between some of the stuff that maybe fell apart at the end of the last regular season when you guys dropped some games and what's going on right now?
That's a good question. I mean, there's not really one or two or three things that you can really point to. You know, like I said, it's a long season. You know, the teams we've been playing, we played them, you know, 2 or 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. So, you know, obviously we beat both those teams, you know, these past two teams the last 2 times. So, you know, they obviously came out with a chip on their shoulder trying to prove something. Yeah, I mean, I honestly couldn't tell you. I think we just got to be better, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Did you guys feel the absence of Kyle Young and Zay Key out there tonight, and maybe how could things have been differently if they were on the floor?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, them 2 key guys to our team. So I feel like it definitely would have helped if we would have had them, but we all, coach always teach us next man mentality. Like, you never know when someone's gonna roll the ankle or get hurt through the game, so just everybody stay ready. Be ready when your number called.
Do you guys feel at this point of the season, given the injuries and given how the last 2 games have gone, do you feel that you have the answers within the locker room that can turn this around with so little season left?
I say absolutely. Everything is on us. Like, we control this. We just gotta do it. All come together, stay on the same page and get it done. It ain't like it's out of our control. We just gotta control what we control, and pretty sure we'll come in at the end of the season and going into the Big Ten tournament.
Yeah, kind of just to go off what he said, you just control what we can control. Just give maximum effort every day, every game, every time you're on the floor. Let the results handle for themselves. Like I said earlier, just gotta figure out how to respond when our back's against the wall, like it is right now. Obviously, a lot of big games coming up. 2 big games, this week to finish out the regular season. So we're looking forward to, getting back to work tomorrow and going and getting these 2 and get on a roll going into the Big Ten tournament and March Madness.
Last one, Patrick.
Justin, you mentioned having played both these teams, beaten both these teams, both one blowout, one overtime. Wisconsin, similar thing. I mean, just how tough is that, especially in kind of a condensed schedule this year, to face a team a second time, and especially some desperate teams recently?
Yeah, it's tough, man. But at the end of the day, you got to rise up to the challenge, and we just weren't able to do that these past 2 games. Like I said earlier, we just got to be better. We got to own it, take 100% ownership for it, and get back to work. Get these next 2 games.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.